It's not always the player who finishes with the most points or gets the most playing time that makes the biggest impact on a team. Sometimes all it takes is one valiant spirit to change the lives of every player and coach around them. That kind of jolly soul is everything that is embodied in Hudson's Justin Forrest. Diagnosed with autism, Forrest hasn't let that stop him from making his own unique role with the squad. Entering his second year as team manager, Forrest has left an imprint on his friends that cannot be matched. That's why the Hornets made sure that Forrest's senior night tonight would be one he'd never forget. Who is the biggest Hudson Hornet basketball fan?
It's me.
It's you.
It's me. Justin Forrest.
You heard it here first, and it can't be denied. Justin Forrest is everything that makes up Hornet basketball. What's your favorite sport?
Basketball. Now there's a Hornet right here.
Without hesitation, head coach Rob Peterson opened his arms to Forrest as team manager and said Forrest is always the first one at the gym and the last one to leave a smile on your face.
Basketball? It's the best. I almost done.
Almost done.
Cause what's funny?
You.
It's me funny.
You are funny. Does everybody else think that you're pretty funny?
Yes.
He puts our basketballs away or gets them out for us or fills up water, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of fun to see him. In the beginning, he was very distracted.
Hey, Coach Rob, can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you just good.
Just good.
And now he just kind of takes it on his own and wants to do it. So it's been fun to see him develop into those roles.
But Forrest's role has grown to be so much more than just managing equipment. With a personality as big as his stature, he keeps the game fun.
And you see how he points up in the stands and gets everybody wild up and yelling, and it's fun. As he gets water back there, you can hear him talking to everybody and saying, hey, everybody. I mean, he gets everybody excited. And I mean, he really helps us in more than just getting water and pumping everybody up.
There's more to Forrest, though, than just good laughs in basketball. He's become a part of the team and has bloomed into something much bigger than the game for the Hornets.
He makes you see the bigger picture in life. Like, it's a game, you know, you want to win, but you see more than that. Like, it's getting you ready for afterlife, and that's what he does for me. I mean, he teaches me what I didn't know, and that's what I love about him.
He walks in the gym, you can't help but put a smile on your face just because he's here, and you know it's going to be something funny with him or uplifting with him.
You always play for your school, of course, and you play for all your students and everything, but he's also one of those extra things that you play for. So if someone doesn't really have anything to play for, Justin's that one thing to play for.
It's for those reasons and so much more that tonight the Hornets got a special jersey made just for Forrest to suit up and score his first ever bucket on senior night. An idea thought of by
Jacob Pierce. That's my buddy.
It is my senior night, but I love this experience for him. I mean, this is a one lifetime, and I'll be able to tell my kids when I have them that I had one of my best friends went out there and scored the first 2 points, and the gym just went ecstatic.
One last question. Are you going to make that basket tonight?
Yes.
You're ready?
Man, I'm ready.
So you think he's going to make that shot tonight?
Oh, he's going to hit it.
Just like that, the crowd goes wild.
He's always been here. He's part of the program. Anybody who's part of the program, you gotta let them have their moment too, whether it's big or small. So tonight's his moment.
A simple gesture with a much more complex meaning, changing the measure of a basket. Forrest's basket will no doubt go down as one of the best to ever fall through in Hudson, and it served as a reminder not to cheapen the value of a basket by 2 points. It's because of people like Forrest, baskets can be measured in Hudson as symbols of blessings, opportunity, purpose, and life. Oh, and by the way, Hudson got the win over Jasper tonight. Forrest might have had something to do with that as well. We'll be right back. Next time you're cheering on the SFA men's basketball team, you might start watching the game a little bit differently from this point on. As much as the players are battling on the court, it's nothing compared to some of the deeper challenges these guys have faced in their day-to-day lives. Take Ivan Kinnett, for instance. He's easily the Lumberjacks' best shooter and leading scorer, averaging double figures. And there's more behind the 43 pointers Kinnett has sunk this year. You see, those three-pointers used to be his dad's favorite shot to watch his son make, until Kenneth's father unfortunately died from cancer when he was just 16 years old. Although Kenneth's dad isn't filling up a stadium seat, he believes his guardian angel is still watching over him from the best seat in the house.
I had a role thrown on me that I wasn't ready for.
Adversity, makes us stronger. And this kid's gone through a lot of it at a young age. And that's why I think he's, the leader that he is.
He makes it look easy. But Ivan Kenneth's journey to Stephen F. Austin has been far from that. Born in Cuba, Kenneth didn't come to America until he was 5 years old, where learning English was the first of many hurdles ahead of him.
I remember earlier when I was I had to learn English. I was in ESOL classes because I didn't know any English, so I had to learn how to read and write in English and stuff like that, and I had trouble speaking it.
The start to a better life was all because of his father, who shares his name, Ivan Kenneth. His dad risked it all for his family by boarding a boat to leave all they knew behind in order to set sail to a land of opportunity.
He was a hardworking guy, and that's whenever I feel like I'm doing something that's hard or whatever, I would just always think about him and my mom. They're just always been hardworking.
And his dad, talk about a tough guy, his dad leaves his country, and gets on a boat basically to escape Cuba and come here to the United States so he can find a better life for his family. He may be the toughest dude that we all know.
Years later, the tough guy role was swapped all too soon. At just 16 years old, life made Kenneth the man of his household for his mother and sister when his dad passed away from cancer.
Now when I think about it, it must have been so hard for my mom, and she never really showed any weakness and stuff like that. She just kept being strong. And I know during the time, I really I was having a hard time with it, and I still have some hard times with it even now.
Although the grief never fully goes away, Kenneth has overcome a sadness that at one point consumed him so much so that his passion for basketball ceased to exist.
I didn't want to play basketball anymore. I was I got depressed again about my dad, and then I took the year off and kind of found myself a little bit.
In finding himself, a big part of who he is basketball. All it took was stepping on the court one more time, and the rest is history.
Then I started playing again. I fell in love with basketball again, and I used basketball to get away from it all. But even then, it's still something I think about my dad every day. So it was hard, but basketball is an outlet for me.
The game became therapeutic, and his triumph over depression came with holding nothing back, whether it be on the hardwood or in his heart.
Honestly, it was just talking about my feelings and what was going on and stuff like that, because me, I'm I like to keep stuff in and I like to deal with it myself, but it didn't work out. So talking about my feelings and stuff, it helped me get better.
I was an energy giver, in my opinion. And I think most people that are resilient and tough are going to be energy givers. Those people who've gone through adversity and survived just grow stronger. And that's who Ivan Kenneth is.
Following in his father's footsteps, Kenneth left all he knew, his family and his friends, behind in Florida, only to gain a second family here in Nacogdoches.
Unfortunately, his father passed away. Now we have him as a young adult. And I think not only myself, but I think the rest of our staff feels like it's our job to take him from young adulthood to manhood and continue to teach what lessons his mother and father have taught him to this point. And we take that role very seriously.
When I came here, I really liked the family atmosphere and stuff like that. And it's an honor to put the jersey and have the SFA across my chest, just because of all the people that have been here and what the culture here is and stuff like that. So it's really a privilege. I feel like I just want to make him proud and stuff like that. I feel like if he was here, he'd be a little proud of me. And I just want to continue to just make him proud and my family.
Kenneth's fighting spirit to win through his loss is exactly what the SFA team has needed this year. You'll be able to catch Kenneth and the Jacks take the court tomorrow night at the William R. Johnson Coliseum for a big game against Lamar, and you can cheer along with Kenneth's dad every time he hits a three. We'll be right back. The SFA bowling team has made winning a habit and once again find themselves in the NCAA championships for a third consecutive year. For a team that is just 8 years old, SFA bowling is the most successful athletic program at the university. These reigning national champions are now looking to take the title in back-to-back fashion. The SFA Lady Jacks are ready to yet again bowl over the competition at the NCAA championships. As the reigning national champions, they're looking to defend their title and win the NCAA championship for a second straight year.
It was unreal. I don't think words can even describe what it's like to win a national championship. Like, it still doesn't really feel real, and we're going back a year later. It's just an awesome feeling, and we all want to experience it again.
Being on stage for the NCAA championship is totally different than anything I've ever experienced. Winning last year was like on a whole new level of anything I've ever won before.
Going into this year's NCAA championship, the target on SFA has magnified as each team has bowled their best to try and beat the best.
Going into it this year, knowing that we have a target on our back and knowing that we're defending the title, we just have to bowl our own game. You can't think about last year, you can't think about what happened in the past. Each day is a new day, and you have to bring your best no matter what.
SFA has a rich history of making it to the NCAA championship finals the last 2 years. Both of those finals have been against Nebraska, where the series for taking the crown is split at 1-1. If these two meet again, the Lady Jacks will be looking to spare the Cornhuskers to win it again with this second go-around.
I would like to see Nebraska for a third time because we're 1-1 at each other right now. So, I mean, to see who gets the third and final one would be kind of an awesome trilogy to it all.
We just need to carry our confidence over there. We all know that we can do it, and I think we just need to believe in ourselves and keep our mental game strong.
I think we're pretty confident about it. We know we can do it. We did it last year, so we just got to keep that mindset and keep our heads up.
The coaches, Steve and Amber Lemke, credit their success to making the team more like a family. Last year, when they won the national title, there was a lot of fun and laughter celebrating the crown with the Lemke's first baby. And now, meet the newest addition to the bowling team. The Lemkes added a second member to their family recently, and who knows, these babies might be good luck charms. Seeing as they're ranked #1 in the state, it came as no surprise to see Central Heights win district this year, making it their 9th consecutive championship. Now, the odds they defied in making it happen is a different story. After graduating 14 seniors last year, the Blue Devils managed to keep their winning streak alive with a completely new team and even under a new head coach. Winning one district title is tough, but the Blue Devils have made winning their 9th consecutive championship look easy, doing it in undefeated fashion.
We had high hopes, and I think we carried it through by, winning a 9th consecutive title. And I mean, that's a big thing to carry, especially from a program like Central Heights. I mean, I'm just glad that we can accomplish something like that, and hopefully we can keep it going.
Winning is nothing new at Central Heights, but there were hurdles to overcome, like filling in the roles of 14 graduating seniors.
The mentality was, work hard. We got to fill those spots. Because, I mean, it is difficult losing many guys like that they were experienced. But these guys, we've come in just trying to fill their shoes. And so far, we've done a great job of that.
It also helped having a not-so-average JV team coming up that went 21-1 last year.
I just kind of thought of it as our time to shine. I definitely think we play more together as a team. I mean, these guys are like my brothers. I'd do anything for them, they'd do anything for me.
They're a group that knows how to win baseball games, and they just came together real well, playing the varsity schedule, and they've done great.
New head coach Travis Jackson has now stamped his name in the rich Blue Devil tradition and was thrilled to get the chance to build a winning team from scratch.
When I interviewed for the job, you walk in the hallway in there, and there's like gold gloves all the way down the trophy case, so it meant something to me to keep the tradition going and get another one of those gloves in the trophy case.
He is the best coach I've ever had, and he coaches us up, and he's not negative all the time. And I mean, there's moments where we all get down, but he's always boosting us back up.
At 25-1-1, Central Heights season is hopefully long from over, now that it's playoff time.
We want to win it all. I mean, every team does, but I feel like we have the ability to this year.
The way we've been playing, we just got to keep it up. We got to keep our heads up. You can't get too cocky, or else, something's going to bite you. But, I mean, just as long as we keep playing our brand of baseball, we'll be fine.
First up for Central Heights in the Bye District will be on Alaska. The SFA baseball field will be the backdrop to this series that starts Friday night at 7. East Texas will be represented after all at this year's high school girls basketball state tournament, all thanks to the Woden Lady Eagles. Woden is just one of 4 teams in the state still in contention for the ultimate title. It's been a historic year for the program as they never skipped a beat under the new direction of a first-year head coach. As the school and Woden community gathered for a proper send-off for the team this morning, the Lady Eagles let them know their work has just begun.
And we're fixing to go to San Antonio, and we're going to let everybody down there know who Woden is.
If the state of Texas didn't know who Woden is, they certainly do now. A lot of banners hang in the Woden gym, but one has been missing. For the first time in program history, the Lady Eagles are headed to state.
It feels awesome. We're so excited to get our banner, and we hope we can take it all away.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime feeling that I'm very thankful to be a part of, because not a lot of people get to say they're going to state.
It all started when Lance Travis and his assistant, Trey Turner, had the tall task of taking over a successful program Paul Driver built for 35 years. In their first year, the duo has taken their new role in historic stride.
We're just trying to keep his tradition going, and of that winning mentality. He laid the groundwork for us.
But they came in with a plan for us to succeed, and without them, this journey would not be possible.
They've pushed us so much. They just coach us so well. They're just always there for us, teaching us more and more every day.
It's been a hard road traveled for number 9 Woden in their journey to state. The Lady Eagles had to beat 3 ranked teams, including the number 2 ranked team in the state, La Pointer, and number 8 Tenaha.
Knowing that we've shocked everybody around us, that we've worked so hard to impress everybody around us, it's amazing.
Set to play on their biggest stage yet, where every team has talent. They're leaning on what they've played for all season long. They're not playing for their teammates, they're playing for family.
We talk a lot during the games. We talk out of the games. We just communicate. We love each other. We're just like a family.
The chemistry of how well we work together and how well we know each other. We're basically a family that does everything together.
We just feel like a family, we just push each other and motivate each other to get to where we want to be.
In a bus loaded with big dreams and competitive spirit, the final destination for this family is well known, but fairly seen. See you in San Antonio!
We're happy to make it, but we're wanting to bring back those rings now.
We're all ready. We're ready to show everybody what we're made of.
Woden is off to finish the fight they started. As you saw, Woden left for San Antonio this morning for the state tournament at the Alamo Dome. Their first opponent will be Panhandle for their semifinal game on Friday at 10 a.m. If the Lady Eagles win, they'll play the winner of Martinsville and Weimer in the state finals on Saturday at 1:30. There is no doubt that the SFA baseball team is off to one of their best starts to the season they've had in years. So it came as no surprise when the program reached the 500-win milestone. Now, the way they got the 500th win was a bit of a shocker when they put up 62 runs in their series against Incarnate Word last weekend. The 500-win feat was made possible from the man who has quite literally built this program from the ground up. And that's longtime head coach Johnny Cardenas.
When this job came open and I was fortunate enough to get the job, I made it my point to try to improve the program and to move it in the right direction.
500 wins later, I'd say Johnny Cardenas is headed in the right direction. Entering his 12th year at Stephen F. Austin, this 500-win journey has been completely hands-on for Cardenas.
It seems like yesterday we were putting down grass here and putting in chain link fence, and like I said, there's nothing that's been done here that I myself haven't done a little bit of, to the point of my wife's even helped out put windscreen up and tear down fence, and we spent our honeymoon in Nacogdoches, Texas, and so we've had a lot of growing roots to be planted here in Nacogdoches.
4 years ago, if you look around this field, it wasn't the way it was. He's told us that he takes a lot of pride, because he saw this come up and build up to what it is now.
As the program's all-time winningest head coach, Cardenas is responsible for 232 wins and counting.
He's become not only a pillar to the baseball program, but in his players' lives and Nacogdoches community.
In the community, you know, he is a role model, so he does a very good job holding that standard. He's always held me under his wing and coached me through everything, helped me when I'm down, helped me when I'm up, and he also helps, you know, with your family life. If anything's going on, you know, he's that one guy to go to. So, I mean, I love that about him, and he's one of my favorite coaches to this day. He's definitely made me, you know, the 4 years being here, made me a better man. You know, he prepares guys, you know, to be, you know, better off in life and to become a great young man.
As Cardenas has built this program over time, the team has blossomed through some growing pains. It was just 2 years ago when the program only won 17 games. This year, they're already at 17 wins with 24 games still left in the regular season.
I have a special place for this group. This group, we have a lot of guys that we've recruited since the time that they were freshmen, and they've been here for 4 years, some of them even 5. And to see it come through to fruition at this point, and to see those guys excel, you know, it really warms your heart, and it makes you feel like you did it all for the right reasons.
After last weekend's series, the SFA baseball team is actually at 502 wins. They'll look to make it 503 when they take on Northwestern State this Friday night at Jaycees Field in Nacogdoches starting at 6:30. The Hudson soccer team is on a historic playoff run their school and community will never forget. The boys soccer team has made their deepest playoff run in program history now that they found themselves in the regional semifinals. Under the direction of head coach Richard Meisel, he and this team have stamped a new standard for soccer at Hudson.
This year we were just trying to raise the bar a little bit higher.
It's not just another team that's come through Hudson. To actually show our community that we can go far is exciting.
The Hudson soccer team has gone through a miraculous transformation once Richard Meisel took over the program 5 years ago.
I'm proud of the kids. I'm proud of their efforts and where we come as a program.
During Meisel's first year at Hudson, the team went 4-14-2. 4 years later, they're now 22-3.
You guys have set the bar now, where every team behind you's got to try to one-up it. And I don't know where it's going to end, but the bar has definitely been raised for this program.
With the team motto of take the next step, each year has been a stepping stone to make it to the regional semifinals for the very first time. In 2015, Meisel led Hudson to their first ever playoff appearance and then won their first postseason game the following year.
They've shown their heart, you know, and their mental fortitude. That's not easy.
It's helped having a goal-scoring record holder in Charlie Hernandez, who's put 35 goals away this year.
He's just a dynamic scorer. He's what every soccer coach wants in a goal scorer. Somebody that the other team just doesn't see coming. This year I was thinking more like being more of a team player than I was last year, and obviously I have 17 assists, so, you know, I've been passing the ball a lot more. And I guess the chances have been falling to me. I'm just lucky to put them away. When the whistle blows and the ball gets near him, look out, because there's a good chance that something special is about to happen.
Not only do the Hornets have talent, they say they have an unbreakable bond that has yet to be broken this playoff run.
We're a lot closer. It seems like we work together and we strive to make each other better.
This is our family. These are my brothers, and that's how I feel about these guys. I love him like a dad. He's always been there for me. He's pulled me out of some deep stuff, and you know, he's always there telling me good job, good game, and everything. Like, that's like my second dad to me. This is a family that has come together and is doing something special, and it's awesome to see.
Hudson will play Wheatley in their regional semifinal game tomorrow night. They'll play at A&M Consolidated starting at 5. If you go to an Angelina College softball game, you got to keep your eyes up in the skies. The Lady Roadrunners have been putting on quite a show this year, cranking 99 home runs this season for a new team record. And you can bet all bets are on to see who will get the 100th homer, which could easily happen in their regional tournament this weekend. If the AC softball team's got 99 problems, Hitting a softball ain't one of them. 60 games and 99 home runs later, the Lady Roadrunners have shattered their previous record of 76 homers set last year.
We were expecting some big stuff. I think the coaches got together and we predicted over 100 for the season, so it's going exactly as planned so far.
We've been working a lot on pitch selection, making sure that we're hitting the right ball, hitting it hard, and I feel like throughout the season our pitch selection has gotten a lot better, so that's why our home runs have gone up to 99.
There's been a friendly competition all season within the team to see who can finish with the most home runs.
Well, they come in and tell the other person straight up, you know, hey, that's 18 for me now. What do you got? Our lineup is so exciting to watch. Even when I'm coaching the bases, you know, every person that comes up can hit one out.
Callie Holcomb currently leads the team with 18 home runs.
If I hit one, I'll come back in and be like, all right, now you got to hit one, you got to catch it back up. Just whoever can get the most by the end of the season, because I have 18, but they're right behind me.
Knowing that they're one blast away from the Big 100 has been in the back of everyone's mind. And of course, there's some healthy competition between the team to see who will reach the milestone.
I mean, all of us obviously want to hit the 100th one, but it's getting pretty competitive. Every time we hit one, we come in the dugout, we're like, all right, come on, let's go, who's next?
The whole team has pressure on them, like, oh, I got to be the one. Like, everybody remember the 100, he's got to try to be it.
The 100th homer isn't the only thing AC will be chasing. They're hosting a competitive regional tournament this weekend, but at home, the Lady Roadrunners are 19-4.
It's going to be very, very competitive this year. There's going to be things that define one game. There's going to be one play that defines a game, and that's just who's going to win is whoever makes that play or whoever makes the first error, they're going to be out.
AC is entering as the 4 seed in the regional tournament, and they'll open up against San Jacinto on Saturday at 5:30.